This is Holly with woodlandshits.com, and I have Chris Parr in the studio, who is the founder and owner of Woods and Water Kids Adventures. How are you, Chris?
I'm doing great.
Fabulous. So tell me, this is a really cool concept. Tell me about what Woods and Water Kids is and kind of why you started it.
Well, first of all, we're an organization that was created to offer dads the opportunity to spend more time with their kids. We feel that baseball, basketball, and all those things are so important in dads and kids' lives these days, but a lot of times they're not very interactive. Dads aren't getting to spend the time with their kids that they want. They're shuffling them around. And outdoor activities such as hunting and fishing, shooting sports, archery, camping, hiking, all those things are more one-on-one with your kids, and you don't have to stand on the sidelines. And the biggest thing is they're activities that don't ever end based on age. So we have a lot of times we have grandfathers that come out with their,
sweet.
their sons and their grandsons or granddaughters. It's not a father-son organization. It's a father-child organization.
Okay.
And then we also have a segment where we want to give back to the community by working with underprivileged youth that don't have dads in their lives. So we take guys, these would be working with young men. And we take guys who will donate their time, and we teach those same activities to these kids, all free of charge.
Like a big brother, big sister type thing.
It is, except it's not ongoing. It's
Sure.
it's event based.
Okay.
A lot of times we partner with a church or something that has access with these kids, and we find out that a child's lost his dad. This has happened a few times due to an illness or something, and we try to make a relationship with mom and say, hey, how can we continue teaching your child and your son these outdoor activities so that they'll have the opportunity to grow up and pass them on to their kids as well.
Right. That's really awesome.
It's
What kind of made you say, I want to start this organization?
Well, I've owned my own businesses for pretty much all my adult life, and I had an opportunity to be part of an organization that was certainly just focused on men. And one of the things I saw is that the opportunity to be part of a men's organization was great, but men that are raising families, they're drawn to want to spend time with their kids. They work all day. They want to spend a little bit of time. They don't have much. And so we saw it was hard to keep those guys that still had kids at home involved. And so I presented the opportunity to the organization's leader that we involve more kid events that would allow dad to come out, because he could bring his kids on a Saturday.
Right.
And he wasn't just being segregated from the family. And that just really wasn't his mission and what he wanted to accomplish, and you have to respect that. And I just felt like God put it on my heart to go a different direction and seek that. And I saw that there were just so many kids and dads in this age, especially in communities like the Woodlands, where there's outdoors all around you, but a lot of these guys have never had the opportunity to shoot sporting clays or do archery or do things, and they grew up in an environment where it just wasn't present in their life. Their dad didn't do it. And you teach a kid to fish, and you see the look on their face when they catch a fish, and it's just amazing.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah. And so I just felt that strong desire that that's what I wanted to do. And I wanted to do something that, a guy said a long time ago, if you really want to be happy in what you do, find something you would do for free and see if you can turn it into some type of business that, benefits not only you, but other people. And I thought, well, this is something that I would do whether or not I was getting paid to do it or anybody was sponsoring it or what. I would just like to do it.
Sure.
And, going into year 5 now, it seems to be working. Yeah.
That's awesome. So you talked briefly about, I know you do fishing, archery, what all do you guys do at your events?
A lot of the events we start around in the Magnolia area with archery's pretty limited. We've done that a few times.
Okay.
It's fun. It takes a lot of setup and a lot of tear down and different aspects of it. But sporting clays has become very easy for us. We've gotten a grant from the NRA we've gotten our own machines. So we have a gentleman in the community that donates his land, and we go out and set up on his land, and we have our own machines. We teach kids how to start by shooting BB guns, and then we move them up and progress them into shooting shotguns. We've done camping adventures such as father-daughter and father-son campouts. We've done father-son adventures in Colorado. Where we go for a whole week and we do whitewater rafting, camping.
How fun.
Last year we did Jeep tours through some of the mountains and some just, trout fishing, different things like that. So hiking and camping, fishing, hunting, archery, and we even do things like daddy-daughter date night where we go eat dinner and go to the movie to
Oh, that's
just
sweet.
to find a way to set something up. And if we set something up for dads, a lot of times it's easier for them to be part of it than to figure out how to plan it, pull it off, do it, and then I've got to have the gear to do it. And we provide all the gear. So when we teach someone or a group and have an event for archery, we have the bows, we have the arrows, we have the targets, we have everything you need. All you have to do is show up. And it's the same for sporting clays. It's the same for camping and for everything. We're going to find a way to help you get the equipment you need so that you can be part of what we're doing.
What a great organization. And it's unique. It's different.
It really is unique. I mean, and that's one of the things when I spent 2 years trying to develop the concept of it. There's a lot of organizations that teach kids how to hunt, and that's pretty predominant out there. And then there's some that actually will focus on father-son, father-daughter hunting. But hunting is limited. We do hunting in the hunting seasons. We take, especially our underprivileged kids, we teach them how to shoot, then we take them on their first hunt. And that's great, but that's only 3-4 months out of the year at the most.
Right.
So we want to be a year-round organization. We've done anywhere from 16 to 32 events in 1 year.
Holy cow.
And it all
Oh
based
my
on our number of volunteers that we can, have. We've scaled back because we found that 32 is a lot.
That is a lot.
But we just want kids to be exposed to this. We see kids that play football and baseball and soccer. I did those things, and those things are great, but they stop at different levels for
Yes,
every
they do.
kid. And if you're fortunate enough to go to college, for most kids, a high percentage that's where it stops.
Right.
And they come home, and what have they built their whole childhood learning how to do? And these wonderful outdoor activities never stop. And we're going to do a wonderful event coming up this summer where it's called Hunting 101, and we're going to teach families and kids about hunting, what it means, and so from A to Z. And that's going to be a neat event right here in our back yard in this community. But we want to have events that go all around all year, and I haven't come across a lot of organizations that offer year-round activities like that. They
No.
usually tend to be more seasonal or
Exactly.
more focused. A lot of people have said, y'all are like the Boy Scouts, and we're really not like the Boy Scouts.
So you don't have to get a patch, or you don't have to get,
You don't have to get
points
anything.
or anything like that. It's just the bonding
It's the bonding.
experience
And-
with the kids.
And for Boy Scouts and things like that, a lot of times Dad, again, is not asked to be part of it all the time.
That's true.
And Cub Scouts is mostly mom and kids
That
these
is,
boys
yes,
these
the dead
days.
mothers, yes.
So we feel that it's pretty unique in the sense we have a lot of moms who get to push their dads out the door and say, hey, go do
Sure.
this. It gives mom a break sometimes. But when we do shooting events and archery events and things like that we feel that they're a really good setting for the whole family, we're going to open it up so mom can come participate as well.
Awesome.
That's probably the biggest criticism we get is, why don't you have mommy-daughter campouts? Well, and it's mainly just because I'm not a mom and I don't want to organize mommy-daughter
Right.
campouts.
Understood.
That didn't mean we might not do it one day. But right now, we feel that if you do the research, the biggest missing link in the family is Dad. Dad is out the most for most families. There's a disconnection sometimes between Dad and the kids because of the amount of time he has to spend away from home.
Sure.
And we've done a lot of research to show that when Dad is present and involved, kids are more successful at everything they do. Their grades are better, their attitudes are better, they're just more adapted to life. They become more successful. They go on to be a better pillar for the community. And that's one of the reasons why we want to try to also get into the underprivileged kids that don't have dads.
That's really awesome. That
We don't
you
really
guys are
consider them underprivileged financially always. We consider them underprivileged just because something's missing.
doing. Sure.
And sometimes we even refer to our dads in our community as the non-privileged because they haven't gotten the opportunity to learn these things. So they have sometimes the resources, the
Right.
financial ability, or they just don't have the know-how. And us as dads a lot of times are a little timid to try things in front of other dads and other guys.
Yes.
I don't know how to do that, so
Yeah.
I'm not going to go do it.
Right. Understood.
And we just want to set the platform up to come be part of it, slip in. and see how it works. And we do encourage dads to be part of it. So dads can't come.
They can't just drop the kids
No,
off.
not at
See you
all.
later, Tommy. I'll be back in an hour.
And they can't just stand on the sidelines and watch. We really want, if we're teaching you how to do sporting clays, or we're teaching you, handgun safety or something, we really want you to be in there and be part of it. Learn it together. Then you can do it together.
So this is a great opportunity. You actually have some events coming up. May 7th, you're doing a Sporting Clays Day at Blackwood Gun Club.
We are.
And then one of your big annual fundraising banquets is May 20th. Tell me a little bit about that banquet and where it's going to be and time and what's going to happen there.
We normally do one fundraiser a year, and this year will be our first time to try to do two. But we're going to start this year on May 20th. It's a Saturday. We'll be at Lone Star Convention Center.
Okay.
It'll be our 5th year to be at Lone Star and to put on this event. That's in Conroe, up at the fairgrounds area. And they have a beautiful facility there. And we rent the entire inside of the facility. And it's kind of like a gala and a outdoor banquet mixed. So you don't have to put on anything super nice. We just wear casual clothes. We don't wear shorts. It's in the
business casual,
Western,
cowboy boots.
Yeah, exactly.
Very much welcome.
It's in between.
Okay.
Rudy's is a big
love Rudy's.
Big sponsor for us when it comes to food. The Tomball location steps up and provides dinner at a heavily discounted price for us, which makes it nice, and it's good food. And everybody likes barbecue for the most part in Texas.
Yes.
And so we have a good dinner. We have a guy coming out of the Hill Country who is a two-man band kind of deal, and he plays some great music for us. And
who is that?
His name is Bradley Shear.
Okay.
And hope I'm pronouncing that right for Bradley. But he donates really his time because he just asked for some gas money, and that's a great blessing to us.
Oh yeah, for sure.
To come that far away. And we'll have a live auction. We'll have a silent auction. We'll have probably 40 different type of bucket raffles that we'll do, a couple of games and a couple of door prizes. And the goal is to let people know about what Woods and Water is all about. We don't have big speaking and all that kind of stuff. We do a little bit of speaking, but it's mostly a fun night for mom and dad to come out and have date night and get away, learn a little bit about the organization, learn how you can get involved, and learn how you could give back to help us do. Because, all of our events that we put on are either free or very inexpensive. Our shooting events we charge $10 for. If we go to Blackwood, it might cost more because they require more.
Sure.
But if we have a father and dad, son that says we can't come to Blackwood because it's going to cost us to shoot there, we pay for it.
Right.
We always try to work out so that finances are never something that keeps parents from being involved. That's why we need to raise money. The equipment's super expensive. Facilities that we use are expensive. And then when we do our things for our underprivileged kids, everything's paid for down to their license. If they need boots, if they need gloves, whatever, it's all paid for 100% for them.
That's great.
And so we put these, events on to help offset those costs. We have some great sponsors. Calpine Energy has been part of what we've done for the last 3 or 4 years. We have several companies. Chick-fil-A here locally.
Yeah, Chick-fil-A is awesome.
They're awesome. They're very involved in what we do. The owner of Chick-fil-A, Kendrick Skipper's on our board. We have guys that really just kind of give out to make this event a meaningful, purposeful event and a fun event for the community.
That's great. And tickets are single tickets are $50, couples are $75. Can you give me the website to where people can purchase tickets?
Definitely. Our website is www.wwka.org. Okay. So even if you don't put in the first www, it's just wwka.org. And just the abbreviation for Woods and Water Kids Adventures .org. And the first page comes up with all the information on the event, comes up with the ability to purchase your tickets or your tables. We have corporate tables that start at $300, which is very reasonable.
Really reasonable price.
They go up from there, but that's all based off sponsorship levels and different things. We need title sponsors. We need bigger sponsors to help us pay for the, venue and different things like that. So we're always open to working with people. A lot of our sponsorships that are bigger sponsorships, we recognize for the entire year. We don't just recognize them on that one event. So when we go to do things and have events, we usually have Calpine's been a title sponsor. We have their banner up for the whole year. We love to promote the people that promote us. And the NRA, Texas Parks and Wildlife, those are all sponsors that are continually working with us. And we put their banners up, we put their logos on our website. We do things that we can to draw people back to them as well.
Well, that's very cool. Well, again, guys, I have Chris Parr here in the studio with Woods and Water Kids Adventures. Thank you so much for coming in and talking to us about this. This is such a great organization, and you know, I'd really love to help spread the word.
I appreciate it. Our website has contact information to how to get in touch with us. It also has a list of the events that will be coming up, and we try to keep that as up to date as possible. So if there's any questions anyone has about an event, all they have to do is click on the link there next to that event, and it'll send us an email, and we'll help you get part of the organization in whatever way you'd like to be part of it.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Chris.
Thank you. I appreciate your time.